In our next videos, we will explore the most enigmatic convents in history. Among them, the convent of San Ambrose stands out for hiding events that completely challenge the idea of devotion and absolute seclusion behind its gates. Secret plots, challenges to religious authority, and unexpected events were carefully kept from the public eye, protecting the image of the church from scandals that could undermine its reputation. These episodes were not isolated cases. Historical records reveal that in several monasteries, rules were broken in secret. Stay until the end of this video to learn the most surprising details of this fascinating story. Monastic life, sacrifice and contradictions. Monastic life has always been associated with sacrifice, discipline and renunciation. But what did it really mean to dedicate oneself entirely to religious life? One of the essential pillars of this commitment was to give up any personal comfort or pleasure. Among the most rigorous vows, chastity stood out as the main proof of devotion. However, when we analyze the daily life of convents over the centuries, we realize that the reality was much more complex than the official version propagated by the Church. Female religious communities emerged in the 4th century, but it was in the Middle Ages that their number multiplied considerably. Who were these women? Some chose this life out of faith and spiritual search, but most had no choice. For centuries, women who did not marry were sent to convents, considered the only acceptable alternative within society. In addition, monasteries also served as places of confinement for young women considered rebellious or problematic. The severe routine of convents. The routine in these convents was far from the portrait of serenity and harmony shown to the outside world. Monastic life was governed by relentless discipline with extremely strict schedules. Time was marked by religious rituals and obligations imposed by faith. The day began before sunrise, with long sessions of prayer and meditation. After this spiritual period, the nuns dedicated themselves to physical and educational activities. Interestingly, despite the restrictions of the time, women within the convents had access to learning to read and write. Hidden secrets and transgressions. Despite the strictness, not all followed the rules. Over time, small infractions emerged, from the possession of discreet jewelry to secret encounters with men. The most difficult vow to maintain was not that of poverty, but that of chastity. Human desire often overrode spiritual norms. Some nuns, unable to repress their impulses, abandoned monastic life after furtive encounters. For those who could not escape, they had no choice but to seek refuge within the convent walls themselves. At night, when surveillance became less rigorous, some found loopholes to defy the restrictions. The convent of San Ambrose, the hidden scandal. The convent of San Ambrose became the scene of shocking scandals. At the center of this plot was Maria Luisa, a powerful and ruthless abbess. She completely ignored her vow of chastity and turned the convent into a refuge for her own desires. Under her leadership, the convent turned away from devotion and became an environment where unspeakable secrets were kept. Her influence was so great that any attempt to challenge her ended in tragedy. The truth revealed. Secret church documents have revealed the truth about St. Ambrose. The trial of Marie-Louise and her accomplices exposed practices that defied the principles of faith. Despite the punishments, the impact was so great that the church tried to hide the details. This story reveals an undeniable truth. No matter how harshly disciplined, the human desire for freedom and affection always found ways to emerge. If you want to continue exploring these secrets of the past, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any surprising revelations.